Hello and welcome to HTML tutorials. Today we are going to discuss about HTML marquees. An HTML marquee is a scrolling piece of text displayed either horizontally across or vertically down your web page depending on the setting. This is created by using HTML marquee tag. But the problem with the HTML marquee tag is this tag may not be supported by various browsers. So it is not recommended to rely on this tag. Instead, you can use JavaScript and CSS to create such effects. But still, for our knowledge purpose, we are going to learn about this particular tag. So this is a typical syntax for the HTML marquee. Here we are opening a marquee and we are giving attribute name and attribute value and more attributes, one or more lines or text of whatever it may be the text, and we are closing the marquee. So how it's gonna work? The functionality of a marquee depends upon the marquee attributes. So we have so many marquee attributes here. The first one is the weight. The width attribute specifies the width of the marquee. This can be value like a 10 or 20%, etc. The next one is height. This specifies the height of the marquee. This can be value like a 10 or 20%. And third one is the direction. This specifies the direction in which the marquee should scroll. This can be value like up, down, left, or right. And behavior. This specifies the type of scrolling of the marquee. This can have a value like scroll, slide, and alternate. And the next attribute is scroll amount. This specifies the speed of marquee text. This can have a value like 10, something like that. And the next attribute is loop. This specifies how many times to loop. The default value of the loop is infinite, which means that the marquee loops is endless. The text will keep on scrolling. So, and the next attribute is bg color. This specifies the background color in terms of color name or color hex value. And the next one is a h space. This specifies the horizontal space around the marquee. This can be value like 10 or 20% or something like that. And the last attribute of a marquee is a V space. This specifies the vertical space around the marquee. This can be a value like 10 or 20%. So yeah, let's have a look at the example of HTML marquee. Here you can see a simple example for HTML marquee. The HTML tag is open here and the head is open and the title is open. The title is HTML marquee tag and the title is closed, head is closed, and the body is open here and the marquee tag is open. This is a basic example of marquee, and the marquee tag is closed and the body tag is closed and HTML tag is closed. So very simple program. We are going to try this program now. We are going to try this code. So the code is ready in the text editor. I'm going to save this file, and when you save any HTML file, make sure that you give the extension .html. So I saved it and I'm running this in Chrome, and you can see that the text is scrolling on the top. This is a basic example of marquee, and there is no attribute for this, so this text will scroll like endless. And this will keep on scrolling like that. So this is called as marquee. Okay, let us have a look at one more example of marquee. Here we are giving some attributes to the marquee. We are assigning a width attribute here, and this example will take only 50% weight. Let us see how it works. And the code is ready here. We are assigning a width attribute and we are giving a value 50%, and the value should be in the quotes, and we are writing some text here. This example will take only 50% weight of the browser. That means like closing the market, and I'm saving this and running in Chrome, and you see. So this is not taking the whole browser. It's just starting somewhere in the exactly from the 50%. So this will use only 50% side of a browser. It's like starting from the like here and ending on the left side, starting from the middle and ending on the left side. So this is how we use width attribute in marquee tag. Okay, let us have a look at the one more example that covers one more attribute here. And here you can see that a marquee direction. We are assigning a value, its direction. It is right. We are giving the attribute is direction, and we are giving the value is right side. This will scroll from left to the right. Usually we have seen the like in a previous example, it was scrolling from right side to the left side, so the direction to the left side. But here we are giving a direction attribute called it should go to the right side. So let us see how this like code works. So the code is ready in the editor, and I'm saving this, and we gave some direction here attribute that is right, and I'm going to run this in Chrome, and you see the text is scrolling from left side to the right side. So this is the direction attribute in marquee. Let us have an example, like one more example that explains us one more attribute. The marquee direction is up here. It's not the right, it's not the left, it's the up direction, and we will execute this program as well. So this is the code, and we assigned an attribute, and its value is up, and I'm saving this and gonna execute in Chrome. We see yes. So this text is going from down to the upside. So these are the different examples to configure the marquee by using the attributes, direction, and like different attributes. So we have seen like 4 examples, and we are going to go for the next topic, that is HTML headers. In our previous sessions, we already have learned that the typical HTML document will have a structure like this. HTML opens here, and at the beginning and close in the last, and the very next is and HTML to closing HTML is one container, and the next container is inside the HTML container is head, and we close the head, and one more container is a body, and we close the body. And now we are going to discuss about the first container inside the HTML container, that is head container. Here in this part we are going to get little more detail about the header part, which is represented by HTML head tag. The head tag is a container of various important tags like title tag, meta tag, link tag, base tag, style tag, script tag, and no script tags. So let us have a look at those important tags of head container. The first one is HTML title tag. So here, the purpose of this tag is to specify the title of the HTML document. So in this example, we are giving a title to this entire HTML document. That is HTML title tag example. That is a title. So we will use this tag to name the document. And the next one is a meta tag. Have a look at this. What is the HTML meta tag? The HTML meta tag is used to provide metadata about the HTML document, which includes the information about the page expiry, page author, list of keywords, page description, etc. So this is the few important uses of meta tag inside HTML document. You can see that here. In the first option, meta name, keywords, content like C, CPP, Java, PHP, Perl, etc. Like a lot of things, and meta description, and meta author, and meta content type, meta refresh, and meta expires, and meta robots. And the HTML base tag is used to specify the base URL for all relative URLs in a page, which means all the other URLs will be concatenated into base URL while locating for the given item. For example, if you have a look at this, here the base URL is google.co.in, and we are giving like an image here, HTML image sample.png, and we are giving HTML index.html. But here we can execute the program, but here if you see there is no index for the google.co.in because it's not going to work, but still we try. But I'm telling you an example, if it has an index and that's going to display here, need to mention the complete URL here, because we already discussed about this point in the previous tutorial, so we are not going to try this example again. But because to avoid writing the complete URL again, we write the base URL at the beginning, and we write the extension HTML index.html, or that says there are some HTML tutorials in Google. That's what we mean to say here. And our next HTML tag is HTML link tag. The HTML link tag is used to specify the relationship between the current document and the external resource. So this is a good example to a link and external style sheet file available in CSS subdirectory within a web role. So here we are going to link a style sheet which is located in a different directory of the same folder, because if you don't understand the linking here, you don't need to worry about this because it's completely a CSS topic. So you will learn linking CSS cascade style sheet to the HTML page when you learn CSS. Currently it's just a mandatory sorry, it's a mandatory for me to mention this, but It's not really essential to learn this concept when you are learning HTML, because it's very good. It is good to learn the HTML basics here and to remember them, so that you can learn other things very easily. When you learn CSS, anyways, you are going to concentrate on this particular topic, because you should know how to link the CSS with the HTML when you learn the CSS. Without HTML, you can do nothing with the CSS. You write CSS for HTML. So when you learn the CSS, you will learn how to link that CSS with HTML. And our next head tag is a style tag. This is also a HTML related. So not HTML. This is also like completely a CSS related article. But I'll tell you what is a style tag for your reference. The HTML style tag is used to specify the style sheet for the current HTML document. So this is the example here. In the base, we have, like, yeah, you can forget about the base here. And style type is equal to text underscore CSS my class, and you are giving some kind of you are assigning a class here, and so that and background color is this one, and padding is 10 pixel, and you're closing the style here. So why are you assigning this class? Means you can use this my class anywhere throughout the HTML document, and you will get the background color this and padding with this one. So you'll understand this when you learn CSS. So here, so you can see that P class my class. So in this paragraph, like I used my class. So here for this text, background color will get this color, and padding with a 10 pixel. So this is how we use it. So this is also one more CSS concept. You don't need to bother about this. You will understand this very clearly when you learn CSS. And the next topic is HTML script tag. This is completely unnecessary tag now, but we are discussing about the tags, that is header tags. So I should mention all these like famous tags, but you are learning HTML, or you are not now you are not learning any kind of scripting now. This is completely a JavaScript tag. Let's have a look at the example here. It's completely a JavaScript. So here base, we have, don't worry about that. We open the script tag here in the head, and type is text slash JavaScript, and function, we are writing a function here, hello alert hello world, and the script is closed here, and the script tag is closed, head is closed here, and input button, click hello, name okay, value okay, and yeah, we can try this program, but it's not essential now because it's a script program. But we have a script tag that we are going to use. We should use that in the head section, so that we can write our JavaScript there. So that's it for this session. In this session, we learned about HTML marquees and HTML header. I hope you like this session, you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much, and we'll meet in the next session. Until then, bye bye.